Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Luminess and our live for today. We are going to do kind of a throwback. And I say throwback, we have got some really awesome products out on the market. And so, in having new and awesome products, sometimes we forget about our classics and the ones that got us started in airbrushing from the beginning. And so today we are going to talk about the Breeze Duo. This right here is what started airbrushing. When you talk about airbrushing, this is the most current device. Hello, Andreas. Good to see you. Thank you for all the loves and the likes. I appreciate that. But this right here is what has started airbrushing. Luminess started airbrushing at the very beginning using what our icon, which is our original airbrush system. You had a stylus, you had a compressor. But this is the most current device. It's portable. It is easy to use and it's rechargeable. So, and it's cordless. So, how great is that? So, we are going to just kind of do a throwback and we are going to talk about the Breeze and why this is such a great device for you. Look, Mother's Day is coming up and it is going to be one of those things that if you want to give yourself a present, this is a great present to give. This airbrushing is so light on the skin, and this is the reason why, because of how this distributes your foundation. It is so light, it sits on the skin, and I am going to show you all of the good things with that. So as we are doing that, I want to go ahead and make sure it looks like I might have something on here. Nope. Okay. It looked like we had a touch up my appearance or a filter on one of our feeds. And I always make sure that we do lives or that we do promos without any filters. Love filters, they're great. If you want to use them, but as a pro, you need to see the real deal. Hello, Jeannie. It's good to see you. So glad you are here. Come on in, say hi. So I want to show you guys the Breeze. Now, when you order the Breeze, they have bundles that come with it's a whole system. And so you get the Breeze, you get 2 foundations, you get a blush, and then you get an illuminator, okay, for one price. And I can't even believe the price they're doing it. They're doing it for like $80. As a airbrush makeup artist, like that price is insane to me. So I'm glad they're giving that to you. And I'm glad you guys have the opportunity to really see how amazing airbrushing can be. Now, don't get me wrong. I love our Airbrush Spray Silk Foundation. I think it's a great foundation. I think it's a wonderful tool, but this is limitless in what you can use it for. You can change your shades of foundation with just a couple of drops. You can do your eyeshadow, you can do your contour, you can do your blush, you can do your whole face with this. Plus your skincare. All you have to do is change this head. Plus you can do advanced skincare techniques like micro needling with this. So this is more than just, hey, let's slap some foundation on. This is an entire system that you can exchange and do your skincare with. You can do specialty items with. Like this is really a tool that is versatile. And so I'm going to kind of show you the different ways we use this. I am going to show you for makeup because it is an awesome tool for our makeup and we'll be demoing that. But look, we also have our skincare. And all you really have to do, if you have the Airbrush Spray Silk, if you have the Brio Duo, all you have to do is buy the head and it puts on, and then your skincare can go through this head. Super easy to change out, super easy to make happen. I mean, when I tell you that's it. And then you use your skincare in it. So it is really one of those things that is an investment for versatility, to be able to have less clutter and less items, and just one really great tool to be able to apply your skincare, your foundation, and advanced skincare as you go along. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start our demo for this. Now, there are a few things that we talk about whenever we talk about airbrushing, important things. 4-finger whisk away. That's important, how far it is away. You don't want to get too close. You don't want to be too far. So 4-finger whisk is really important. Also, this trigger, that's really important. We have a whole tutorial on trigger training. I promise you, you want to do that. So when you have this trigger, you need to do that trigger training, because if you release all of your product in one area, it's going to look wet, heavy, cakey. If you get any of that, then you are doing and releasing too much product. You should just barely be pulling back on this trigger, because it is very sensitive, but it will give you a flawless look. Okay, so let's start our demo. When I tell you, now the first thing you really got to do is shake up your products. But when I tell you, you can do your entire face with everything in this. Primer, if you need primer, we have a primer called, we have a moisturizing primer, and then we have Boost It, and they're both hydrating primers. You can do your contour, your foundations, all of it is in this. Now, I am going to forego the primer because my skin doesn't need it. With our Rose formula, it has all of the moisturization that I need. But if you find that you need an additional primer, we have it available. But I don't necessarily want to do it for this look. Now, the one thing that is a tip or trick that I'm going to give you, yes, if it's wet and taking forever to dry, that means you are releasing too much foundation. Jeannie, you are so right. So the one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do my contour, but I'm going to do it first. Most of the time we put our foundation on and then we contour that. But because I'm airbrushing, I want it to smooth out. I want it to airbrush and blend away. So I'm going to actually do my contour first. It's darker. It is, I think it's a 60 or 70 and I'm a 20. So this is going to be my contour. So when I contour, I'm going to actually airbrush my foundation color over this to, I'm going to airbrush my foundation color over this, and that is going to blend it away. So I'm going to put just a few drops in my breeze right here. Again, just a few little drops in there, and then we turn it on. Remember, 4-finger whisk away. Now, I'm only going to put this contour where I need it. I'm going to go in kind of a circular motion. I'm not going to go heavy. I'm going to just let it lightly disperse on my skin. Get up under that chin, erase that away. Now, this is going to look a little crazy as it first goes on, because again, remember, I'm going to airbrush over this with my foundation. So just like, you have that blend away on the other, you're going to have that blend away on this also. Okay, here's a tip and trick. If your foundation gets a little thick, this is thick because it's cold, right? It's cold outside, so the molecules thicken up. If that happens, all you have to do is put a little bit of water in there and blend, back bubble that in, because what that does is that just thins it out just a little bit so it can seamlessly come through. So my foundation got a little thick. That's why we got splotchy there. So now it should just come through evenly and seamlessly. All righty. Done. Can see the contour is done and on. So I am just going to wipe the excess of that darkness out of my Breeze. And because that was a little bit thicker of a formula, I'm going to go ahead and clean it. Normally, you do not have to clean it. But sometimes when you get thicker formulas or you get something that's a little heavier, then, it doesn't hurt to blow it through and get that color and that extra out. So I'm just going to push that through. If you have not learned to back bubbling is one of the most important things you can learn to do. And so it is pushing that through and releasing the product out of it. Pushing that through and releasing the product out. So we are back bubbling right there. You see how that goes? And releasing the product out. Alrighty, Jeannie, you have Luminess 20 foundation. You love it. You're 52. Oh, girl, we are about the same age. You reverse your digits. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. Love, love, love that. That's the wonderful thing about airbrushing. It does make you feel, and it does help you look younger with age. So, okay, we are all cleared out with that darker color. I did not want to kind of go against my lighter color when we do it in the reverse. And so not a problem with that. My color for foundation is 2030. And so I'm going to come in and I am just going to put and customize my drops. I love our rose formula. So if you have not used the rose formula, please give it a shot. It is one of our fuller coverages, and it really does give a good amount of coverage for your foundation and coloring. So again, 4-finger whistle away. Now, if you see this, do that. It automatically will stop after about 2 minutes and not turn back on because my battery's dead. Oh, goodness. Okay, so let me see if I can use this compressor. I did charge it. I promise you I did. But let me pull this compressor out and see if it will let me go ahead. So our compressors, the bottom are the compressors with the air, and those are the same. So you can use and interchange the bottoms. It's the heads that make a difference when it comes to your foundation versus your skincare. Okay, so we are up and running again with a new battery. 4-finger whistle away. Airbrushing. You see that contour? I'm going to airbrush and blend that away beautifully. And remember, see, I'm consistently moving. That is what you want. You don't want to stay in one spot and color like you're painting with colors. That is not what we want to do. We want to consistently move, because when this pigment hits your skin, okay, when it hits your skin, it actually melts. And so you want to give it the time and the room to do what we call bloom. Hello, Anita. Good to see you on here. Thank you for coming in and saying hi. So this really gives you a flawless look. It is light. It is airy because, it's air coming out, and it's air that is applying that pigmentation. And so with this contour, you'll see that we have a little bit more blended away contour there. Now, when I do these passes, that's when you have to decide, is this enough coverage for me? Do I want more coverage? Do I need more coverage? Giving it time to really heat up with your skin is so important. So when I do my first pass, I might come back and do my eyes, or I might come back and do something else so that I can wait and see, how does this respond and react to my skin? So I'm going to go ahead, since I said that, and I'm just going to do a quick eye. I'm just going to take one of my pinks and put that on my eye and do a little quick eyeshadow to let my foundation heat with my skin, bloom with it. Now, do I know I want more coverage under my eye? Yes, I know that. I'm going to give it time to kind of do what it does. And then I'll come back. And if I want more coverage, I'll add more coverage. Let's go ahead and do a little bit around here. The wonderful thing now, can you use this as an eyeshadow? Can you airbrush your eyeshadow? You can. I just prefer traditional eyeshadow. I love the feel of a brush in my hand. I don't necessarily always want that for my foundation or my face, but for my eyes, I like the control of a brush. And so I will use, unless I have a very dramatic look that I'm wanting to do, I will use the Airbrush Breeze on just my skincare, just my face, all of the wonderful things. Okay. Let's go ahead and do some mascara because that's a part of our eyes, right? And then I'm going to come in and I'm going to evaluate, where do I want more coverage? Look, you don't have to give more coverage all over your face. You only have to do it in the areas you want it or need it. That's the wonderful thing about it, is it's so custom. So if if you're happy with the coverage, like on your forehead, you don't need more. But if you want more coverage there, it's easy to do in like just 1 or 2 passes with more foundation. Again, about 6 to 8 drops of foundation should give you a medium coverage. That is a medium coverage. But if I want more of a fuller coverage, you can always add more drops and do more passes. But remember, you want to release it in small increments. You don't want to get a heavy, full coverage on the first pass because you want that airbrush to be light on the skin. You want it to be, that lighter, flawless thing. Now, I'm looking at my face and I'm going, okay, my contour still is a little bit heavy up here. So when it released out heavy. How do I fix that? Okay, how do I fix a boo-boo or a mistake like that didn't quite blend away the way I wanted it to? You take a buffer brush and you literally just buff. Easy breezy, like voila, done. It's buffed. It's easy. So sometimes if you get trigger happy, like, I did, I probably released a little bit harder on that area than I should have starting out. We all do it. That is how you fix that. You just buff it away. That's it. It's easy, but you can use your fingers. You can use a brush, anything you want. It just buffs it away. Jeannie says, airbrushing is so young and beautiful. People ask you what your makeup is. I am so glad, Jeannie. Thank you so much for sharing your experience. Airbrushing is a great. Cynthia, wow, on the mascara. Yes, mascara makes all of the difference sometimes, right? Okay, so for me, I'm going to want more coverage in my T-zone. That's where I like my heavier coverage. So again, 4-finger whisk away. And I'm just going to come in that T-zone. And I am going to give more coverage in that. And remember, your trigger finger is the most important thing. How far you pull back, that is the most important thing. And so make sure that you are light on that trigger finger. Get around that nose just a little bit. And you're always moving. Your 4-finger whisk away, and you're always moving so that you get the coverage evenly around your skin, and so that it can be even in and around the areas that you want or need it. Now, a lot of times I have people ask, what about under the eyes? How do you get the coverage under the eyes? There is a couple of things you can do. This right here is one of them. You can build it up. It doesn't get in your eyes because you can feel the air. So don't spray the air in your eyes, right? We let that do it. But you can airbrush under the eyes and let that be your coverage. But here's the thing. Our formulas are formulated to work with traditional makeup. So you can always use a traditional concealer if you find one that you love. But if you want something that's light and is not going to crepe up or get, crinkly and heavy under the eyes, airbrushing is that. Now, what happens if you get it too heavy under the eyes or you feel like it's like too much? Just take a brush and just pat. Or maybe you didn't get it close enough up under that lash line that you want. Again, just take a brush or your finger and pat. Easy, easy little things that you can use to adjust your look. Alrighty, let's talk about some blush. I love to airbrush the blush on, and it's because I can customize what that blush is going to look like. We have a apricot blush that I really like, and it is a matte formula, but I like a little luminosity in that. So I can create as much luminosity or highlight as I want with this illuminator. This is a pearl illuminator. And so I am actually going to custom blend my blush because I love being able to do that. And these are super high pigment. So really only 3 dots is what you are going to need for a full kind of blush. But because I wanted to have some luminosity, I am going to put some of that pearl in there with it. And you are going to be able to see how that looks on the skin. It is so beautiful. I love it. Remember, 4 finger whisks away. Do not over apply this. A little bit will do, and then let it bloom on the skin. It will get darker as it heats with your skin. So give it the opportunity to do that. Watch. Just watch. I just did a little pass. Watch how it blooms. It gets darker. It does its thing. That's a full blush look right there. See that little luminosity right there on the cheek? That is from that pearl in there. It gives that. So then I have to decide, is that enough blush or do I want more? I'm going to do just a little bit more because I'm a blush girl. And maybe I want a little bit on the forehead. Across the nose just a bit. That's all. I know my blush limit. And I know I'm a blush girl. I like a lot of blush, but I know my blush limit. Let's not overdo it. Hey, Anita. Okay. That right there is what I am going to say is the maximum amount of blush I'm comfortable putting on with. Everybody else can have their own, but this is it. But look how it blooms out. Look at the luminosity on it. It is really, really a beautiful pearlized luminosity. So that pearl added to the blush gave me a really pretty reflective blush. Really, this is the whole look. It was so easy, and it is going to stay on all day, and it's light and it's flawless, and I get a full coverage look. Do I need to powder? I do not need to. But if I want to, I always can. That is not a problem to add powder on top of it. Anything that you want to do with traditional foundation or traditional powders and things of that nature, you can do with airbrushing. It's just a matter of preference and what you want. So when I tell you the Airbrush Breeze Duo, let me go ahead and swap out my compressor since I am done. When I tell you the Airbrush Breeze Duo is your tool for creating whatever look you want, merging into skincare with the skincare head. You can do micro needling, you can do your serums, you can do all of the skincare you want with a skincare head. You can also, do your blush, do your eyeshadow, do your primer. I mean, you can spray tan with the Breeze. There's so many things you can do with the Breeze Duo. It is one of our most versatile tools, one of our most versatile things that we offer, and it is what started the whole airbrush revolution. And so, if you are looking for something versatile that you can do a whole lot with for a small investment, check out the Airbrush Breeze Duo. It is going to be a great Mother's Day present. I promise you, you can sell it. Anita, you can go to our website at luminessbeauty.com or on any of our social media platforms, and you will find the Breeze Duo there to be able to purchase it. I will post it in the comments here in just a little while. So go ahead and take a look. If you guys have any questions, please let us know. That is what we are here for. We have airbrush makeup artists. I'm going to go ahead and post that now. So let me get that. Here we go. Anita, I am posting that for you right now. Okay, so if you have any questions, I'm asking. Okay, Sabrina, what did you say? Do you do clients or just yourself? Okay, so Sabrina, right now we connect with clients. So in other words, I don't do makeup on clients. We don't have makeup artists that go out and do it. We teach you how to do your own makeup and do it like an airbrush makeup artist would do it. I know so many makeup artists that use the Breeze system as their airbrush system. And so any professional makeup artist can use this and does use this. But we teach you how to do it through tutorials and how to create that look so that you can be your own professional airbrush makeup artist. So Sabrina, I'm sorry, I did not respond to your questions earlier, but here we are responding to them now. So let us help you be your professional airbrush makeup artist. It's easy, it's breezy, and once you get it down, you'll be glad you did. You won't go back. I promise you there. All righty, my friends, because I really want to become a professional airbrush stylist. You've been looking into it. Sabrina, if you're wanting to become a professional airbrush makeup artist, go to luminessbeauty.com. We have professional classes. We have professional tutorials and certifications. Go check it out. I promise you, you can get all of your questions answered there. Pop us an email. They do have a pro program to where they do certifications. So there you go, girl. We got it. Here's your system. They've even got a pro kit that you can purchase. So if you're looking to be a pro or you're looking for a pro kit, we've got you covered. There's a whole pro kit and classes that we've put together just for you. Alrighty, my friends, that is our demo for today on Wake Up and Airbrush. I am so glad you came in and came out to check out all of our stuff. Remember, if you have any questions, connect with our beauty experts at our 1-800 number that is created just for you. And then also, don't forget, you can come live on our social media channels. You can ask your questions, be connected with a beauty expert that way. We are here to help you create a look you can love and learn how to be a pro and create it for others also. In the meantime, we will see you later. But remember, my friends, the most beautiful thing you can do is be kind. So be kind to yourself and then be kind to others. Have a great